November day in Wilkes-Barre. The PIAA playoffs continue right here on WYLN as Strath Haven takes on Berwick. Good afternoon, everyone. Glad you could join us for more high school football action here on WYLN. I'm Connie Costanzo. An intriguing matchup this afternoon as Strath Haven will be taking on Berwick. Jim Contafio, you know a lot about both of these programs. The Berwick Bulldogs, once again, in another quest for a state championship.
Well, they're shooting for their third in a row, Conio, an unprecedented fifth state championship in the state of Pennsylvania. And you look at Strath Haven, a team that went undefeated in 1993 but didn't get an opportunity to be here. It looks to be a great ball game.
For Strath Haven, Kevin Clancy has only been with the program since 1991, but he has certainly done a nice job with this team.
Well, Kevin Clancy is known throughout the coaching ranks in Pennsylvania. He's done a tremendous job in their conference building the Strath Haven program into a powerhouse over the last couple of years. They're a multi-talented football team, and look for a great game from them today.
Should be a great one indeed. Strath Haven and Berwick, the kickoff is next.
For many people, a fear of falling can limit their ability to care for themselves, affecting their quality of life and causing concern and worry to those who love them. At the Balance Center at Berwick Hospital, our therapists evaluate your balance problems using the Balance Master, an advanced computerized testing system. They then work with your doctor to develop an individualized balance rehabilitation and exercise program for you. The Balance Center at Berwick Hospital, another service from your hometown rehab team.
Back there.
Don't worry, love. You're riding in the world's first sport utility wagon.
I am.
That's right. This here's the all-wheel drive Subaru Outback.
That's great, but...
You know, it's got more cargo space than a passport.
Uh-huh.
The ground clearance of an Explorer.
Yeah, but...
Oh, and did I mention, it gets much better gas mileage than a Jeep Cherokee.
Outback, you say?
Subaru Outback.
Test drive the Outback at W&L Subaru, Route 11, Northumberland.
Hello. I'm Dr. David Noggle. People need to recognize the importance of eye care. I recommend yearly checkups for my patients to prevent eye problems and to monitor prescription changes in glasses and contacts. My practice is family-oriented because I believe eye care is important at every age. It's a great feeling watching a child walk out of here seeing clearly for the first time. To me, that's what eye care is about.
See Dr. David Noggle, located in Boscov's at the Laurel Mall. Dr. David Noggle for quality family eye care.
Our life is hectic enough without claim forms and deductibles. We needed affordable health care that we could count on. We chose Keystone, the HMO from the Blues. With doctors we love and low-cost visits, we're covered in sickness and in health. Boo-boos, too. Keystone even has Nurse Links. I can call and speak with a registered nurse anytime for free. We came for the blues. We stayed for the benefits. Get the picture?
Ask your employer about joining Keystone Health Plan Central.
Today's game on WYLN is being brought to you by the Berwick Hospital Center, 701 East 16th Street in Berwick, your hometown rehab team. By Con Supply in Berwick, the one-stop shop for all of your hunting and Christmas shopping needs, featuring Lionel trains and accessories. And by Keystone Health Plan Central, the health plan that works for you. Request it from your employer. Cable TV Incorporated is proud to be a part of this sports broadcast with the unstoppable Berwick Bulldogs, and we're delighted to support local high school football. We have been an important part of this community for over 40 years and will continue to be for years to come. You can count on Cable TV Incorporated to bring you the best in movies, news, and sports 24 hours a day with quality programming like ESPN, the Discovery Channel, CNN, and A&E. We are just a phone call away at 800-633-8578. Today's officials: Glenn Rissmiller is the referee, Tom Partridge the umpire, Joe Basenza, the head linesman Mark Berner, the line judge Pete Konkick is the back judge, the field judge is Jim Kimmel, and the side judge is Bill Berkheimer. And this is a crew, by the way, from District 11. Just moments away from from today's ball game between Strath Haven. And this first quarter is brought to you by Region Oil Company, the best delivery for heating oil, kerosene, and diesel fuel. Call 800-433-4645. Strath Haven will be receiving this kickoff to begin this ball game. Of course, Jim, a program that has had some success, but not at this level.
Not at this level, so it'll be interesting to see how they come out here in the first quarter. You have to get those pregame jitters out of the way. And the first series, Berwick always likes to start the game on defense, because when your jitters are brewing, you want to be on defense and you can really be aggressive.
Jeremy Chapin will kick it off for Berwick. And that's Jimmy Evans, number 21, and Dan Milhern, 34. And we are underway. Good kickoff. It's going to be taken by Jerry Mason. Mason still on his feet, and he's going to be out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. So a spotting start there for Strath Haven, their first offensive series of the ball game.
Excellent coverage by the Berwick kickoff team. Anytime you can keep the opposing team inside the 30-yard line, your kickoff team is doing a great job, Conio.
So a 1st and 10 for Strath Haven. Andy Russell is their quarterback. That play up across the 30 to about the 29-yard line. Let's take a look at that Strath Haven offense. The offensive line: Raymond, Burnick, Miller, Staples, and Brunquell. The receivers are Windsor and Jones. Kearns will see some time as well. Russell, the quarterback. Mason, Evans, and Milhern are the backs. Benson will also get a try at the left halfback spot. Pickup of 3 on that first play. Not much there either.
Well, right now you have Strath Haven coming out in their wing T offense, doing a little bit of shifting, trying to get Berwick a little bit off balance and try to hit them hard up in the middle with a little gut trap, and only picked up a few.
5-2 for Berwick. Bauman, Henry, Schneckerly, Mason, and Stanley. Hayes and Dyer, the linebackers. Superco, Hulsler, Lockard, and Mason. A 3rd down and 6. And a passing down. Going deep, incomplete. 3 and out for the Panthers.
Well, it was a great job by the Berwick defense on that play. They came up and played in your face, did not give Strath Haven the short passing game which they were looking for there. Great job defensively by the Berwick unit. And you know, Connie, one of the things that's overlooked here with the Berwick football team, defensively, they're rock solid. They have been tremendous all season long, and that'll be the key to this ball game.
They've played well all season long defensively, and you're right, that does sometimes get overlooked. Matt Martell is the punter. It's going to take a bounce and finally be picked up by Smith. Smith going to the far side of the field, still on his feet, and a nice return. Ran something back that, quite frankly, didn't look like he was going to have anything.
No, he made a lot out of nothing there, but it gives Berwick excellent field position starting out from their own 45-yard line. And this is dangerous when Berwick now only needs a few first downs and they're in 4-down territory.
Felder, Henry, Urim, Hanna, and Old, the starting 5 linemen. Ament, McCabe, and Ferrara are the receivers. Chapin, Smith, and Mason are the backs. Tight formation for George Curry and the Bulldogs. And this is Smith off left side, and he's going to get to about the 50-yard line and inside Panther territory.
Well, typical Berwick. They came right out and did a little bit of shift. And what they're going to try to do is establish the line of scrimmage.
Let's take a look at the Panther defense. Russell, Connor, Brevert, Maxwell, and Kearns. The 2 linebackers, Milhern and Staples, and the gentleman in the back, Benson and Mason, Martell and LeBury. Pickup of about 4 on that running play by Smith.
You can see what they're doing here. Big fielder, the big offensive tackle is playing fullback and shifted to tight end.
Smith again, and he's going to pick up maybe 2 yards, and that's going to be it. So a 3rd down and short coming up.
What you have here, Conio, is you have Berwick coming out with big fielder number 79 lining up at the fullback position. They're shifting him from that position, adjusting the strength. And you can see on the replay a toss sweep to Smith behind that big offensive line.
Martell comes back and makes a nice tackle there for Strath Haven. And a 3rd down and 2. And again, a tight formation for the Bulldogs. Out by Chapin. And it's handed off to Smith. I don't think he got the 1st down. No, sir.
That time they went with a counter, Conio, and there was tremendous fill by the inside linebacker, number 34, Milhorn. Tremendous job defensively. As you can see, the counter action, they have both guards and tackles pulling, and you can see number 34 stepping up on his inside linebacker position, Milhorn, and doing a great job stuffing it.
That's going to be a loss of about 1, and Berwick is going to go for it on 4th down.
Look for the shift.
There it is. And a penalty marker on the play.
That's typical Berwick. You know, you have to know them. They're going to come out and do that shift and try to get the defense to jump off, which they did a great job in doing.
Encroachment to the defense. 5-yard penalty, 1st down, encroachment.
Berwick is only another 1st down away from being in near 4-down territory, and that becomes dangerous.
So the Bulldogs will move the sticks thanks to the penalty. 8:20 to go in the 1st. No score between the Bulldogs and the Panthers. Once again, not a lot of running room straight up the middle.
That was Mason.
Mason, excuse me.
What they did there, Conio, they came out and with 2 wide receivers to each side to spread the field and tried to go up inside and run the gut trap. Strath Haven did a great job stuffing it.
So far, I've been very impressed with Kevin Clancy's defense, especially the run defense.
There's no doubt about it. Now, Berwick has yet to open things up, too, now. I think George right now is fooling around a little bit to see what they can get and what they can't get.
Some conservative play calling. McCabe and Trout come to the near sideline. And Smith goes in motion, no back. So a passing play and a man open is McCabe. He's still on his feet and has the 1st down.
Oh, that was just a great job by McCabe. Berwick went into their patented no back set. A quick out to the right side, and McCabe gets hit real hard on the reception, kept his feet, and got the 1st down for Berwick. And here you can see the short pass off to the right side. He catches great concentration, breaks the tackle, and gets enough for the 1st down.
Good job of keeping his balance there as well.
Tremendous job. Excellent play.
Ball now up to the Panther 32-yard line. Berwick's 1st drive of the game. And again, Smith. And again, not much there. Tackle that time by Dan Milhorn.
Milhorn's all over the field defensively for Strath Haven, but 1st down and 10. Now they're in 4-down territory. George knows he has 4 downs to get a 1st down. 2 tight ends, I formation, and they're running right at you, right over big Gus Fielder, number 79.
Yeah, that offensive line of Berwick can really move some people.
There's no doubt. They're the best offensive line in the conference.
2nd down and 8. Draw play, Smith snuffed out again. Loose football, and the Panthers have it.
Excellent play defensively again. I mean, the play was snuffed out like you said. There was nothing going. That would have been a loss. Great hit, great recover. Strath Haven gets the ball 1st and 10 on their own 31.
Panthers take over and down.
One thing about this Strath Haven team, Connie, they're hitting very hard on the line of scrimmage.
6:27 to go, and the 1st break goes in the Panthers' direction. Russell will keep it. Man open, that pass is completed to Mark Jones. And Jones, only a freshman, has the 40, the 1st down, and up to their own 45.
Okay, we're going to look at the fumble replay here.
Jones picked up the 1st down.
And you'll see the great hit. Here's the draw to Smith. Great hit on the inside. Ball is out. Strath recovers.
And now that pass to Jones, and we'll see that after this play as we're back to live action. Running play for Benson. And Benson, did he fumble the football?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. And now Berwick has it.
Boy, we have turnovers galore here right now. Another nice hit by the Berwick defense and a great recover and a great break for Berwick. Earlier on that one pass play.
We'll take a break. 5:58 to go, still no score.
Tired of all those commercials with their phony doctors and their talk of quality care? If you're choosing a health care plan, you need more than 30 seconds of empty promises. You need facts. Like the fact that with Geisinger Health Plan, healthcare decisions are made by physicians, not accountants. Call us today and get all the facts. It just might help you make a better choice. Geisinger Health Plan, a choice for the better.
Today's game on WYLN is being brought to you by Ski Valley Ski Shops in Beach Haven and in Clark Summit. Ski Valley is a full-service ski and snowboard shop. By Dr. William R. Fook, Berwick Chiropractor, services in preventive health care, individual and family health care, neck, head, and spine-related disorders. And by Tom Crawford Motors in Bloomsburg. When you're looking for complete satisfaction, see Tom Crawford Motors and get the complete package. Welcome back. The Bulldogs get the ball back because of this fumble.
You'll see the sweep action from Strath. Good hit defensively on the ball and a recovery for Berwick.
Looks like Jeremiah Dyer was the one to pounce on it for the Bulldogs, and they have the ball inside Strath territory once again. First man through, Ryan Mason, and Mason's going to pick up about 7.
Well, Berwick here is coming out early and trying to establish the run on the line of scrimmage, Conio. They need to figure that out first, and if George gets a good feeling for the line of scrimmage, then that'll open up his offense. And that time they went straight ahead with Mason on a little fullback trap.
The one thing that we saw last night during the Shenandoah Valley Riverside game is that at times both coaches from an offensive standpoint were very conservative, and I think we're seeing the same thing in the early stages of this game. Again, it is Mason, and he gets around left side, and he's still on his feet to the 20-yard line.
Excellent job by Brian Mason again. Same play, he bumped it outside, made a big play out of it. You can see the replay here. He hit inside, cut it outside, cut up in the seam, and almost broke it for a touchdown. Excellent play for Berwick at a 1st and 10 on their own 21-yard line.
20-yard pickup by Mason. A 1st and 10 on the 21. Again, it's Mason. And he is inside the 15, but we do have a penalty marker on the field, so let's check that out.
That was 3 plays in a row here. It was typical Berwick football. Straight ahead football with Mason.
And this one's coming back, though, a holding call against the District 2 champs.
Well, that's not what you want on 1st down and 10 on your own 21-yard line. They're going to be faced now with about a 1st and 19.
Holding on the offense.
You can see here Mason getting the ball up inside, reads his block, cuts outside, puts his head down, gets some tough yardage. He is one heck of a tough football player.
That whole team on this sideline.
Well, you know, you look at Mason, Conio, he's a fullback and he also plays defensive tackle. I mean, it tells you right there what kind of player he is.
So a 1st down and 19 coming up for Berwick. Chapin is down.
And look who's on the play. Milhorn, number 34 with the sack. I mean, that kid's all over the football field. Berwick was in a no-back set. Milhorn came from his inside linebacker position clean. You'll see it here. He scrapes to the outside. He's clean. He gets a clean shot on Chapin. Chapin was trying to go with a little hitch and go pattern on the outside, and it's a big play. Now Berwick is backed up. We're 2nd and a long distance. 2nd and 24.
That's right.
There aren't too many plays in the playbook.
Nope, George has to find one right here, but he may be in 3-down territory here. 2nd, 3rd, and maybe 4th, and this time from the gun. As you see, we are under 4 minutes to go. Chapin has time, flushed out, fires as a man incomplete. Pass intended for Seth Strath.
Well, his original receivers were covered downfield. Strath Haven did a nice job in the secondary. They have a lot of speed in the secondary. It's very evident here early on. And they're getting a nice rush on Chapin. They forced him out of the pocket and forced him to throw on the run.
So this will bring up a 3rd down and very long.
Well, everybody is yelling screen and draw. I mean, you're typical. But Berwick likes also to run the quarterback draw in situations like this, too.
No score on the Region Oil scoreboard here in the first between the Panthers and the Bulldogs. Chapin again in the gun, again forced to the right, looking for receivers, can't find a man, pass is picked off by Martell. Martell has been everywhere so far in the first period, and he brings it back to about the 31.
You have to be impressed by Strath Haven's defense right now. Their rush is forcing Chapin out of the pocket, forcing him to throw the ball on the run, and their defensive backs are all over the Berwick receivers early on in this ball game. And you can see here, Chapin's on the run, looking for his receiver. It's very difficult to throw across his body, but a great play by the secondary of Strath Haven.
So Martell makes another fine defensive play, and Strath Haven again with the ball. Fullback dive, not much in the interior line there for the Panthers.
No doubt, this Berwick defense will keep them in the game. They will keep them in the football game until their offense can get on track. But they are tough to move, and nobody has moved them around from the running standpoint the entire football season.
The Bulldogs in the first period have given up 13 points all season long.
And I don't
that tells you something.
You really have to be a great football team to move the ball on their defense.
Opponents have only gotten 79 first down. This pass intended for Jones is incomplete.
Well, they tried to come back with a quick slant pattern to Jones on the weak side, and the ball was underthrown, but there was a nice rush on the inside by the Berwick defense.
Jones, only a freshman, and starting, he is their top receiver, as you see.
Yeah,
a great fan base here from the Berwick sideline.
Well, they always get a tremendous following. There's an awful lot of people here from Berwick. The town closes down on game day,
basically,
as we know.
Yep. 3rd down and 10 for Andy Russell and the Panthers. Russell fires. This pass is going to be picked off by Lockhart. Lockhart, far side of the field, is still on his feet and eventually tackled inside the 30. We have a flag down on the play.
It's going to take away from field position. Berwick will maintain possession, but there's going to be a holding or a clipping penalty on Berwick.
And it is a clip.
Have we seen enough turnovers here in the first half to last the game or last half the season?
So they'll mark this off. But still, the Bulldogs will have good field position.
Here's the replay. You can see the ball was overthrown. He was looking for Jones on the curl pattern, overthrew him. Berwick defender in great position. Big play for Berwick. Again, now they're starting off another possession. The key thing is here is Berwick's had the ball the entire first quarter in Strath Haven territory, but have been able to come up with points. And you need to get on the point. You need to get on the board here now with this kind of field position.
Berwick started this, their own 45 in the first drive, the opposing team's 48, and then the 47 on this one with 2:31 to go. Pitch, Smith, boom.
I'll tell you, the pursuit by the Strath Haven defense is tremendous. Fielder was in the backfield again, number 79. He shifted to a tight end, and they put an awful lot of human being over there on the right side. And they're telling you where they're going, and they're just trying to run it at. And you can see here's a toss sweep, and he's reading his blocking. He sees the block, and he cuts back inside, but the pursuit by Strath Haven is tremendous. They only picked up 2.5 yards, 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, let's call that a 2-yard pickup. Let's call it 3. 2nd and 7. Chapin fires, pass caught near the first down marker, Ament. And from where the linesman is standing, it's enough for the first down.
Yeah, what they did there is they executed it real well. They went to the short passing game. As you can see, Chapin throwing the ball to Ament. They're off him about 7-8 yards. They're giving him the 5-yard quickie. Nice pass and a big first down for Berwick.
We are now under the 2-minute mark, but no score between Strath Haven and Berwick. Glad you could join us here on WYLN. with a 1st and 10 at the 36. And this time, it's Mason, and Mason, not much running room there. Keith Staples on the tackle.
Yes, he did an excellent job filling the hole on the inside. Again, Mason, when you see him in a single back in the backfield, he likes to run that short fullback trap up inside, and Mason's a very strong person, and he can get 3-4 yards. But great job, only a yard pickup on 1st down.
I have to think if I'm Kevin Clancy, I have to be happy with the way the game is going. I'm not happy with the turnovers in my own defensive zone. 2nd and 9 now. This pass is incomplete. Meant again the intended receiver.
And excellently thrown football by Chapin, and with just a little bit of lack of concentration there. But Curry obviously knows what he's doing here. They're giving him the short passing game, and the key thing is these Berwick kids will get better as the game goes on. But obviously we're a little bit off here early in the 1st half, making a lot of mistakes and not concentrating.
You want to know something? It doesn't matter who they're playing. Berwick never gets nervous.
No, they don't.
Never.
And the thing that Strath Haven has to be aware of is Berwick gets better as the game goes on. That's tradition with them.
So a 3rd and 9, under a minute to go in the 1st, still no score. McCabe in motion, and Chapin under a heavy pressure. They're going to throw a screen pass out to Bauman. Barney Bauman will get enough yards to get to about the 30-yard line.
But excellent defensive play. I mean, number 88, Dan Kearns, did an excellent job. He read the screen, caught it from behind. It looked like it was going to be a play. And you can see it here on the replay. Chapin's back. There's a screen pass off to the right, but you can see number 88, Dan Kearns, coming in from the back end and really stopping it before it becomes a great play.
And I think Bowman is injured on that play. He was holding his stomach on that play. We're under 30 seconds to go here in the 1st period of play, and Berwick looks to go for it. Pass tipped. Pass is incomplete. And Strath Haven has held on 4th down.
Oh, what a great play defensively. I'm telling you, number 22, Jerry Mason did a great job coming up and putting a lick on the receiver. You'll see it here on the replay. He comes up, he plays the ball, watch the hit. Boom, at the same time knocks it out. That's a great defensive play. And Strath Haven does another great job keeping Berwick out of the end zone. What a 1st half defensively for Strath Haven.
Once again, Strath Haven with the ball. They will begin a 3rd consecutive drive on their own 31. Russell, again the quarterback, rolling to the far side of the field. Now is going to tuck it under and run, and that will be the last play of the 1st period. A very interesting period. No score between the Panthers and the Bulldogs. The 2nd period after this.
Guys are persistent.
Well, they're no match for the world's first sport utility wagon.
Oh, really?
All-wheel drive Subaru Outback's got the ground clearance of an Explorer. More headroom than a Cherokee. And rides smooth as any car.
Got any more of those tidbits?
What, like more stability in a turn than a Chevy Blazer?
Sure, that'll do.
That's my Subaru Outback.
Test drive the Outback at W&L Subaru, Route 11, Northumberland.
Basketball is back on WYLN. Join the award-winning WYLN crew for extensive coverage of local basketball action. Over 30 regular season games live and exclusively on WYLN. Local round ball action all winter long, only on WYLN. Second quarter brought to you by the First National Bank of Berwick, with offices in Berwick, Nescafec, Bloomsburg, and Mifflinville. Congratulations, Bulldogs, on another successful season.
We have right here our 1st quarter statistics. Berwick had 36 yards rushing, 23 passing for a total of 59. Strath Haven, after this play here, will give you their statistics.
Okay, 2nd down play and 6. And this is Jimmy Evans, and Evans is going to maybe get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, look at the first half, Conio. Strath had 9 yards rushing. There's your sweep action, and watch the pursuit by the Berwick defense. Tremendous pursuit on the inside. They had 9 yards rushing in the first quarter and 10 yards passing for a total of 19 yards. Obviously, a great defensive effort by Berwick.
So here comes a third down coming up and 7. Russell, play action. Looking, under pressure, he's going to go down. That time, sacked by Barney Bowman.
And Brian Mason. Again, we said this all along. The Berwick defense is the best defense in the Wyoming Conference. It might be one of the best in the state. And watch, his receivers cover, and there's Mason, the first on the hit. He is rock solid on the inside, and what a tough football player.
14 sacks Mason has, and Bowman did a good job of wrapping up there. Here's the punt. Smith still on his feet, has some room inside. Strath territory. They'll have the ball when we come back.
For many people, a fear of falling can limit their ability to care for themselves, affecting their quality of life and causing concern and worry to those who love them. At the Balance Center at Berwick Hospital, our therapists evaluate your balance problems using the Balance Master, an advanced computerized testing system. They then work with your doctor to develop an individualized balance rehabilitation and exercise program for you. The Balance Center at Berwick Hospital, another service from your hometown rehab team.
Today's game on WYLN is being brought to you by the Mayo Funeral Home Incorporated, offering your pre-need and at-need funeral services for over 30 years. By G&L Petorama, a full-line pet shop. We feed and recommend Nutro brand pet food. And by the Crossroads Hotel and Lounge. The staff at Crossroads wish all the luck to the dogs. Deep pass for Brian Amen, incomplete, so a second down, no score on the First National Bank of Berwick scoreboard. As you see, the Bulldogs shift. And they hand it off Mason. Nothing there. Nothing there. Milhern again.
Again, Milhern is one unbelievable football player on the inside. Boy, does he have a nose for the football. I don't know if he was on a blitz or he read it, but he was there when Mason got the little counter coming back to the inside. And you can see it here. Look at him. He beats the block. He's there in the backfield and holds him down. It's 3rd down and 10. On first down that we missed, Berwick went for all the marbles to Ahmed with a long pass down to Silent, but he was perfectly covered by the defenders of Strath.
Interesting call here on 3rd down and 10. You wonder if it's 4th down and 10 if the Bulldogs go for it. We'll see what happens on this play. Chapin in the gun. Pressure up the middle. This pass is incomplete. And that pass was intended for Barney Bowman.
And look who was on the quarterback. Number 34, Milhorn. And Milhorn forced Chapin to throw the ball a lot quicker. You'll be able to see it here. Here comes 34. You'll see him come out of the back of the screen. There he is. He's forcing the quarterback to release the ball a little bit earlier than what he wanted because they were looking at the tight end delay. Another great defensive series. Conio, Berwick's had the ball 4 possessions. They started at midfielder better every time, and they've come up with nothing.
Nothing. Dan Milhern has certainly come to play this afternoon. Here's the punt by Berwick. Jones is going to field it at the 5. Probably should have let that go into the end zone. Down at the 9. We'll take a break. 9:36 to go. Still no score. Press Enterprise, the Susquehanna Valley's everyday newspaper, salutes the staff and students of Berwick High School, Berwick's loyal fans, and each member of the Bulldog team for achieving another season of success and for making all of the Susquehanna Valley Bulldog proud. At Press Enterprise, we understand the effort required to become the best, and we salute the commitment of the greater Berwick community to a football program and tradition that has made the Bulldogs the best season after season.
Seems every time you turn on the TV, there's another health plan commercial with make-believe doctors and fanciful claims. That's no way to pick your family's health coverage. You need facts, like the fact that with Geisinger Health Plan, you can choose from more than 1,400 physicians in nearly 100 local communities. Call us us today and get all the facts. It just might help you make a better choice. Geisinger Health Plan, a choice for the better.
Welcome back to Wilkes-Barre's Memorial Stadium along with Jim Cantafio from Wyoming Valley West. I'm Connie Costanzo. No score to continue in the second quarter. A little surprised?
Oh, well, I am very much surprised, especially with Berwick with 4 possessions starting at midfield or better and no points on the board. It's been a defensive coach's game. If you like defense, you're an excitable person.
Yep.
You know, they say defense wins championships, so we'll find out here today.
The give up the middle and a gain of about 4 on that play. And again, the wing T offense.
Ball is carried by number 34,
Milhern.
Well, you know,
they're offensively now.
Yeah, they're backed up into their end zone here right now. You're not going to see Strath get too fancy. They're going to try to pound out a first down if they can and get the ball to the 20-yard line. But basically, the fullback straight ahead, they picked up maybe a long 3 yards.
He did. 3 yards exactly. So 2nd and 7 for Andy Russell. Milhern again, still on his feet. And he got about 6 that time.
Well, he went to what we call the belly play, where they give to the fullback on the lead. He hit the hole, Conio. You'll see it here. Boom, it was covered. He spun to his right, picked up an additional 5 or 6 yards to give Strathaven a 3rd down and a long one for a first down. It's a big first down because it gets him out of the hole.
Manny Henry on the stop. Henry has been starting since his sophomore year. 3rd and let's call it 2. Passing play. Complete. Jones still on his feet to the 30.
There's an unpredictable call. I mean, 3rd down and a long one, and they went out with the short pattern off to the left side, picked up a big first down. And here you'll be able to see it here right now on the replay. A little 3-step drop, quick pattern off to his left side. Jones is there, looks it into his hands, gets the first down, and picks up an additional 10 yards after the catch. They're out to the 30-yard line.
I'm very impressed with the way the Panthers have been able to stay, as far as a composure standpoint is concerned, against a team like Berwick. They have been impressive. Benson, up to the hole, got a first down across the 40 to the 43.
Oh, well, that time they came off with a counter, a halfback counter, got the Berwick defense pursuing hard, came back with the counter, big play, almost broke it. You'll see it on the replay, reverse action by the quarterback, a little counter, look at a nice hole on the inside. He breaks a tackle, almost into the secondary. Great play. Now they're out to the 42-yard line with a 1st and 10.
Benson got 12. During the break we talked that Strathaven had to move the chains on this drive, and they have done so far. Flags on the play. This play will not count.
They were coming back with the same play that they just ran. A little counter action. Now this is what gets coaches upset. You know, 1st and 10, now we got a motion. Now we're 1st and 15. It really hurts on those kinds of downs.
Procedure.
There you see Mark Jones getting the calls from the sideline. Kevin Clancy has been with Strathaven since 1991. Knocked off Lansdale Catholic to win the District 1 Class AAA Championship last week, 41-20. Only 1 loss for the Panthers this year against Conestoga on the last play of the game. Play action. Russell will roll. Has a man open. Milhern could not get it to him.
Oh, boy, it came what they called a waggle, play-action bootleg, and Milhern was snuck in he's a fullback, snuck out to the flat and left side, wide open. He wishes he can bring it back, but he pulled the string, the so-called pull the string. He tried to just drop it in there, and he couldn't. You know, we talk Lansdale Catholic, Conio. Last year, Lansdale Catholic was in the Eastern semifinal. They beat Dunmore in the 1st round. They moved up a classification.
Yes, they did. Of course, the winner of this game will be taking on Allentown Central Catholic.
I'll give you some insights. I saw Allentown play last night. They are tremendous.
They knocked off a very good Mannheim Central team. 3 receivers to the near sideline. Russell wants to throw that way. A screen. Milhern could not hang on. Tried for a one-handed catch. Could not do it.
Well, Berwick had it snuffed out. I mean, even if he were to have caught that screen pass, he would have been tackled for a loss or no gain. The Berwick defense, again, is rock solid, and I keep saying it over and over. It takes a special offense to be able to move the ball against those group of kids.
Well, and right now, a 3rd down and 15 coming up for Strath Haven, as you see on the First National Bank of Berwick scoreboard. No score, 7:11 to go here in the second period. Russell again will roll to his right. Pass is going to be caught. That's not going to be enough for the first down.
It's not going to be enough. He did a bootleg action, came back to the play that earlier he pulled a string on, hit Milhern into the flat. You'll be able to see it here. There he is, bootlegging to his left. This time he throws a beautiful ball. Milhern catches it. They pick up some valuable yardage. Now they're punting from almost midfield, so the field position is changing here a little bit right now.
Tom Lockhart is back deep, along with Corey Getz. Milhern, also the kicker here, and this ball is going to take a bounce on the artificial turf, and it's going to be picked up by Smith. Smith in all kinds of trouble to about the 6:17. We'll take a timeout. No score.
I don't see them. I think we're safe.
Of course we're safe. We're in my Subaru Outback.
I know the world's first sport utility wagon.
This beauty's got full-time all-wheel drive, and it's more stable in the turn than a Blazer.
What else you got?
Better brake than an Explorer. That's my Subaru Outback.
Test drive the Outback at W&L Subaru, Route 11, Northumberland.
Today's game on WYLN is being brought to you by the Berwick Hospital Center, 701 East 16th Street in Berwick, your hometown rehab team. By Con Supply in Berwick, the one-stop shop for all of your hunting and Christmas shopping needs, featuring Lionel trains and accessories. And by Keystone Health Plan Central, the health plan that works for you. Request it from your employer. Second down and 10 coming up for Berwick. No gain on that last play. And it's an inside trap. And Berwick is not able to get much there at all.
Berwick went into their shift where they went to a double wing on the left side. Chapin faked the ball inside to his fullback, kept it left. But again, there's no running room. Defensively, Strath Haven smothers the play, stops him for a no gain, and Berwick's faced with another 3rd down and 10. And this is the first time, we said earlier, Connor, they actually started a possession on their own side the 50.
This one, of course, beginning at their own 18. The others basically at midfield. Chapin will roll, has time, and a receiver, and that pass is caught for
by McCabe.
The first down.
Excellent play that time, and we went with a roll out to the right side, and you'll see the replay. There's Chapin on the run to the right side. You'll see McCabe make the outbreak, and he catches great concentration, catching the ball, first down for Berwick. That was a big play because then the field position would have been in definitely Strath Haven's favor because Berwick would have been punting from deep down inside their 10.
Now at least the Bulldogs get 4 more downs to play with. McCabe, by the way, 40 catches for 415 yards on the season. Running play, Mason, far side of the field, and he will get across the 35 to about the 36.
Well, here we are with about 5 minutes left in the second quarter in a tie ball game. Who would have guessed it at this point in time that someone would have been on the board? But that was a good first down play because what it does for Berwick is put them in unpredictable down situations. 2nd and 5. Now you have the play action, run possibilities, and you're not predictable.
Live here at Wilkes-Barre's Memorial Stadium, Berwick and Strath Haven. No score. Once again, Mason. And he is very close to a first down.
Well, their biggest play today has been Mason's come up limping here. But Mason's been the workhorse offensively for Berwick, where they're spreading out Strath Haven and hitting Mason up in tight. He's got a sprained ankle right now, Connie. Boy, could that be a big problem for Berwick.
And he is now on the artificial turf, lying down at about the 45-yard line. So that's certainly a concern for the Bulldogs. We have 4:31 to go. Still no score. Back after this.
Our life is hectic enough without claim forms and deductibles. We needed affordable health care that we could count on. We chose Keystone, the HMO from the Blues. With doctors we love and low-cost visits, we're covered in sickness and in health. Boo-boos, too. Keystone even has nurse links. I can call and speak with a registered nurse anytime for free. We came for the Blues. We stayed for the benefits. Get the picture?
Ask your employer about joining Keystone Health Plan Central.
May's Drive-In is a great place for the whole family to eat.
Step up to our outside serving area and have some ice cream.
Come on in and sit down for lunch or dinner. Whether it's ice cream, pizza, sandwiches, or a platter,
you'll get all the fixings to top off your favorite dish at May's, and kids get a free ice cream treat with their meal.
May's Drive-In in Berwick, Bloomsburg, Ashland, and Hughesville.
Handoff left side for Berwick as the Bulldogs continue to keep it on the ground.
Ball captain number 99, James.
Roy James, wearing number 99.
Yes, you know,
about 7.
Yeah, that was an excellent play. Berwick here right now in these last 3 or 4 plays is establishing the line of scrimmage. And, you know, George is not panicking here right now. He's sticking with the running game. There's still 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the half. There's plenty of time to get on the scoreboard.
But right now, no one on the scoreboard. Chapin will pass it complete. Ament inside the 40 to about the 37-yard line. Staples on the tackle, but now the Bulldogs have the ball again in Strath Haven territory.
Well, excellent execution. You'll see the replay here. Chapin off to Ahmed. Ahmed's 6'5", about 210 pounds. When he catches the ball, he's very difficult to bring down. As you can see, a perfectly thrown ball on a short out or hitch pattern. Big play for Berwick.
Ahmed on the year, 27 catches, 9 of them for scores. First down running play, and there's a huge hole for Roy James, and James is across the 25 to the 24.
Oh, excellent blocking on the line of scrimmage. Believe me, they did some great trapping. You'll see the replay here. Watch the blocks over here. Look at the hole. Manny Henry, number 75, kicks out the defensive end. Big play for Berwick. 1st and 10 inside their own 20, inside Strath Haven 25-yard line.
1st and 10 from 24.
It's easily the best drive offensively for either team, and the deepest one so far. Now, the Bulldogs did have a first down on the 20, but a couple penalties later, and they were not able to move any farther inside. Chapin will throw on a hitch-and-go pattern. Could not find Ament. Still has time. Now he's going to try to run for it and get out of bounds at the 20.
Great play by Chapin. You know, notice he kept his head. He kept his composure. He made something out of nothing that time and ended up picking up about 4 plays. You'll see him here. He looks off to his right, scrambles back to his left, and notice he's holding the ball. He's not going to make a bad play, and now he tucks it and picks up a good 3 yards and gets out of bounds. Great play by Chapin.
On the season, only 4 interceptions coming in.
Well, that's the part about him that stands him out amongst the rest. I mean, he just makes smart decisions.
This time from the gun. Chapin fires, pass is going to be caught inside the 10 and a first down. Seth Strath, and a 1st and goal coming up for the Bulldogs.
Well, that was an excellent play by the Berwick. Chapin was back in the shotgun. You'll see him steps and throws to the crossing pattern underneath. Excellent job. Big play for Berwick. Excellent pass protection, too, that time. Makes a big difference.
So a 1st and goal just inside the 10-yard line. And again, a tight formation for the Bulldogs. James now the only back. I think Strath Haven jumped.
Yes, they did. They changed their cadence, which is smart football in the Berwick standpoint. Instead of having 1st down and goal from the 10, now they're going to have 1st and goal from the 5. And amazing, Mason goes down with an ankle injury. They put replacements in there that get the job done. And you wonder why Berwick is so good. They have tremendously talented kids, and they're real deep at every position.
They don't rebuild at Berwick. They reload.
I mean, Mason goes down, and you get a little bit nervous, but look who's going back in the game. Number 40's back in the ball game. No limp whatsoever. Their kids are tough, and they can get it done.
Mason and Smith now back into this ball game. However, Manny Henry is in there as a blocking factor.
Well, they
shift again. And it's a pitch to the near side. Has the corner. Touchdown. Smith is in for 6.
But that was a patented Berwick drive if you've ever seen one. They took the ball and ran it at Strath Haven with their power running game, mixed up a few short passes. They're in the end zone, 6-0. What I said earlier, they get stronger as the game goes on. If you're going to get him, you've got to get him early.
That's an 11-play drive that began at Berwick's 18 about 4 minutes ago. Chapin for the extra point. This one is good, but we have a flag down. We'll look at the flag later, but we'll take a break, and we'll be back after this.
Action! Tired of all those commercials with their phony doctors and their talk of quality care? If you're choosing a healthcare plan, you need more than 30 seconds of empty promises. You need facts, like the fact that with Geisinger Health Plan, healthcare decisions are made by physicians, not accountants. Call us today and get all the facts. It just might help you make a better choice. Geisinger Health Plan, a choice for the better.
Today's game on WYLN is being brought to you by Ski Valley Ski Shops in Beach Haven and in Clark Summit. Ski Valley is a full-service ski and snowboard shop. By Dr. William R. Fook, Berwick Chiropractor. Services in preventive health care, individual and family health care, neck, head, and spine-related disorders. And by Tom Crawford Motors in Bloomsburg. When you're looking for complete satisfaction, see Tom Crawford Motors and get the complete package. Welcome back. A 15-yard penalty against Strath Haven for roughing the kicker. And so as you can see, this kick will occur at the 45 of Strath Haven.
Chapin to kick off.
Jeremy Chapin. And that'll be a touchback into the end zone.
Touchback.
Coach, one more time, let's take a look at that run.
What Berwick did is they shifted in the backfield, put their strength to the left side. Brian Smith, look at the great blocking. No one in front, read the block, got outside, easy 6.
So now the Panthers, once again with some not so good field position to begin a drive. They have the ball in their own 20 with 1:45 to go until halftime. 7-0 Berwick. Handoff, big hole, and a first down for Evans.
Well, you know, I was standing here looking, thinking, well, they're going to run the clock out. They'd be happy to go into the locker room 7-0, and I would be, considering the field position. A sweep to the left side, excellent block, and look at the hole out there. Now they may put the ball up in the air. Now that they're out past the 30-yard line with a little bit more real estate.
Well, they are at the 32. It's the fullback up the middle, and they'll get across the 35.
Well, it's obvious they're not satisfied. Timeout. They're going to keep going for it. There's your fullback trap up inside.
Milhorn.
They tried to Milhorn. He's obviously their workhorse both offensively and defensively, trying to spring something up inside. A lot of times you can get down this point in the ball game. People are so worried about outside in the pass that you sometimes sneak the fullback up inside for a big gain.
And Strath Haven takes a timeout with 1:23 to go. We are at Wilkes-Barre's Memorial Stadium, the PIAA AAA Eastern semifinal between the defending state champion Berwick Bulldogs and the Strath Haven Panthers.
Right now, Kevin Clancy's in their huddle, and I know what he's telling that quarterback. Be careful. Let's not give Berwick a break. We'd be happy to go 7-0 at half. We sure as heck don't want to be 14-0 at half. I think they're going to go for it here with some pass plays, but don't force anything. If it's not there, keep it and run it.
There you see Kevin Clancy. Jones deep. Well, here we go. 1:23 to go. Second down and 7. Russell gonna throw it. Caught. Is that in bounds? No. Juggling out of bounds. Jones could not hang on.
Again, tremendous play defensively. What they tried to do is go wide side the field and isolate Jones one-on-one. Berwick is in a 2-deep coverage, and you'll see the coverage here. They have a man up tight, a man up deep, a back deep, and you can see, look at the great contact. As soon as he caught the ball, look at them converge on that wide receiver. That's great defense. You can't catch the ball under those circumstances.
Superco and Lockard defending there. 3rd and 7 now for the Panthers. The time was there for the pass, but there was no receiver.
Nobody was open. Great defense by the Berwick secondary. The rush was on. Now, with 1:11 to go in the half, the key is, will Berwick go for the block? That's the key. And I think they are. They have 10 men up, 1 back. I think they're going for the block. See if they can make something happen here.
Well, back deep is Smith. And let's just see how Greg Withelder can do with this. And this ball is tipped. The officials indicating it was tipped. Smith is at the 30, trying to get to the near sideline, cuts it back, gets to 35 and down to the 37-yard line.
Berwick will take possession on about 38.
So the Bulldogs will have the football with a minute to go. And Strath Haven here is going to take a timeout. The Panthers now have 1 left. We remind you that Cable TV Incorporated has been providing a quality service for the entire family for over 40 years with excellent programming of American movie classics, the Disney Channel, and Lifetime. Cable television will continue to be the most informative and entertaining value around. Good luck, Berwick Bulldogs. From your friends at Cable TV Incorporated, we're proud to be a part of today's game. And we are certainly proud to be here as well with Jim Contafio and the award-winning WYLN crew. I'm Canio Costanzo. A minute to go before the intermission. The Berwick Bulldogs on their last drive with 11 plays, 5-yard touchdown run by Smith, and it's 7-0 Bulldogs.
The funny thing about it is their previous 4 possessions all started at midfield or better, and they weren't able to move the ball. One time that they were backed up in their own territory, they put together a fantastic drive. And sometimes it takes that, because you know you got to concentrate a little bit more to get the ball out, and they put it together. Well, it's obvious Berwick here now in a no-back set county was not going to be satisfied with just 7-0 at half.
4 receivers into the game for Chapin, who is back, has a man, immense, and only a gain of about 6.
Berwick right now spread the field, and Strath Haven gave him the short underneath game. Okay, more of a prevent type of deal. You know, don't give him the big play. There's 52 seconds to go. Berwick will not be able to take the ball down the field with just the 5-yard gains, but what they can do is possibly get in field position. You'll see the replay. No back, Chapin, beautiful ball, excellent catch. 5, 6, 7-yard gain, and that's what they wanted on. That's all they were looking for, and hopefully maybe the defender misses a tackle and turns into a big play.
Mark Jones making that tackle, only a freshman, and Mark starting both offensively and defensively, actually out there probably with that nickel package that Strath Haven has.
That is amazing, a freshman out here playing both ways in high school football, especially playing in a Eastern semifinal for a state championship. I mean, obviously that kid we're going to hear of for many years to come, and he's probably going to be a very special and one of the top athletes in the state in a couple of years.
Well, you know, his brother, Isaac,
is a starting
tight end for Purdue.
Well, it tells you he comes from good genes and a good family background.
Leading receiver on this team with 37 catches for 705 yards and 9 scores. But Jones and the rest of the Panthers will have to stop the Bulldogs from getting into the end zone. 52 ticks left. Again a shift, and Chapin again in the gun. They try the shovel pass. Chapin now throws pass. It's going to be completed. We've got a flag down. Smith with the reception, but let's check the flag.
It was a great defensive play, like you said. They were trying to do the shovel pass. They have an illegal lineman downfield right now because it was supposed to be a shovel. You'll see the replay here. Well, it's after. It was supposed to be a shovel pass in 44, and it was covered. He had to pull it back, and the receiver or lineman went downfield.
Roger Benson on the tackle there.
Illegal receiver downfield.
So with 46 seconds to go, instead of 2nd and 5, we've got 2nd and 10 in the clock. Now ticking.
I think George
40 seconds.
I think George will be content now with just running the clock out and going in 7-0.
Well, we've got 4 receivers.
Yeah, well,
again,
he's not.
in the gun. Chapin just will flare it out to Smith, and he gets out of bounds at about the 41.
Well, that was one of those. That was a very safe football play. Giving the ball to Smith, hoping maybe he can miss it, break a tackler or two, and make a big play out of a small. You'll see on the replay a little flare to Smith on the left side. He gets out of bounds smart. Now we have a 3rd down and 8. And I'm assuming he will go for it with 25 seconds to go. He has his wide receiver crew going in there now.
And McCabe to the far side of the field. Under pressure, Chapin somehow eludes it. And now he's going to have to run with it and gets out of bounds about the 50-yard line.
He's got a 1st down.
How he got out of that, I'll never know.
Well, it was excellent play on his part, but notice how cool he is under pressure. He could have very easily forced that ball downfield, and you'll see him scramble to his right. He's looking downfield. You'll see it. Fakes the throw, and then decides, no, I'm going to tuck it, get the 1st down, get out of bounds, and not take a chance. That's great play by that quarterback. And now, 14 seconds to go, you know they're going to go for it a couple of plays here.
Probably only 2 plays left in this game. Well, we'll see what happens. A mint goes in motion. Chapin.
It's the flea flicker.
Screen pass.
And he's wide open. Conio, he's wide open.
Has a man at the 15, to the 10, to the 5, down at the 1 with 4 seconds to go. That pass caught by Kip McCabe. And Berwick calls timeout.
Went to number 83, McCabe. Locker to McCabe.
I got a little bit excited there because I knew it was coming as soon as I saw the play develop. And, oh, boy, one thing you always preach, what a great play by Berwick. Here's the flea flicker pass. Backup quarterback. Beautiful pass downfield, a great catch.
And we want to remind you that while football is still going on, you know what's right around the corner, Coach?
It's basketball.
Basketball time. Valley View, Wyoming area, December 3rd. Bill Seelig going to Syracuse University. You can join us December 3rd live at 8 p.m. right here on WYLN.
Well, we're in a big call play here. 4 seconds to go. You have 1 play left.
About 1.5.
Do you kick the field goal and go up 10-0, or do you go for it?
Oh, I think
it's obvious he's going for it.
Going to go for it.
With the ball on the 1-yard line, he is going to go for it, and it is a big call and a good call.
We've got about a 50-yard gain on that play, and let's see if we can change that score on the First National Bank of Berwick scoreboard with just 4 ticks left.
My guess is Manny Henry's in the backfield. He's going to shift to the left side. They're going to run toss sweep to the left side.
See if Smith gets in that direction. He does. Smith. Touchdown. Berwick.
Smith. 44 Smith. 1 yard to the end.
Well, everybody in the place knew what was coming. And they barely got in, but the key is you just got to cross the plane of that goal line, and they did. That's a big play here right now, Connie, because that puts Berwick up by 2 scores at half, and they'll be mighty difficult to beat in the second half.
The extra point coming up by Chapin. That's the end of the first half. With the score, Berwick 14, Strath Haven nothing. We'll be back after this.
Jimmy Blazer, New Jersey, black, license SA 421U.
Back there.
Don't worry, love. You're riding in the world's first sport utility wagon.
I am.
That's right. This here's the all-wheel drive Subaru Outback.
That's great, but...
You know, it's got more cargo space than a passport.
Uh-huh.
The ground clearance of an Explorer.
Yeah, but...
Oh, and did I mention, it gets much better gas mileage than a Jeep Cherokee.
Outback, you say?
Subaru Outback.
Test drive the Outback at W&L Subaru, Route 11, Northumberland.
It's a complex and crazy world out there. People want things, they need things. Other people have things, the things people want and need. And when they get together and make a deal, it's perfect. Penny's Classified Television, bringing people together, making life just a little bit easier.
Seems every time you turn on the TV, there's another health plan commercial with make-believe doctors and fanciful claims. That's no way to pick your family's health coverage. You need facts. Like the fact that with Geisinger Health Plan, you can choose from more than 1,400 physicians in nearly 100 local communities. Call us today and get all the facts. It just might help you make a better choice. Geisinger Health Plan, a choice for the better.
High insurance risk, DUI offense, the Dembsko Insurance Agency is dedicated to the less fortunate driver in need of automotive insurance. The Dembsko Insurance Agency offers full coverage insurance for a large variety of vehicles, including motorcycles, RV, and boats, whatever your past driving record may be. Of course, homeowners, life and health insurance are also available. Combine homeowners and automotive insurance and receive a sizable discount. The Dembsko Insurance Agency, 465 South Poplar Street, rear of A1 Mail Center, Hazleton, where you receive full coverage insurance instead of rejection.
Here it is, Panorama Magazine, loaded with local features, timely tips, history, trivia, puzzles, and much more. Published every single month since 1982 and read by thousands of loyal readers. Panorama, the little magazine with the big appeal. Available everywhere, including your neighborhood, and it's free. Happy holidays to all of our readers from the entire staff, your friends at Panorama Magazine.
Today's game on WYLN is being brought to you by the Berwick Hospital Center, 701 East 16th Street in Berwick, your hometown rehab team. By Con Supply in Berwick, the one-stop shop for all of your hunting and Christmas shopping needs, featuring Lionel trains and accessories. And by Keystone Health Plan Central, the health plan that works for you. Request it from your employer. Cable TV Incorporated is proud to be a part of this sports broadcast with the unstoppable Berwick Bulldogs, and we're delighted to support local high school football. We have been an important part of this community for over 40 years and will continue to be for years to come. You can count on Cable TV Incorporated to bring you the best in movies, news, and sports 24 hours a day with quality programming like ESPN, the Discovery Channel, CNN, and A&E. We are just a phone call away at 800-633-8578. A beautiful day here in Wilkes-Barre. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Canio Costanzo. I'll tell you what, it looked like most of the first half, looked like Strath Haven, from a defensive standpoint, had done everything that they possibly could to stop the Bulldogs, and then the flea flicker.
To be exact, for 18 minutes of those first 24 minutes, Strath Haven played a great football game. But then Berwick puts on a great drive, and then the flea flicker at the end puts the nail in the coffin almost, because 14 points down against Berwick, it's going to be tough.
If you're Kevin Clancy now, what do you tell this team to get them back ready for the second half?
Well, what you tell them is for the first 18 minutes of the first half, Strath Haven was in control of the football game defensively. They played a tremendous football game. What they've got to do now is keep their composure at halftime, and the key will be to keep Berwick off the scoreboard in the third quarter and Strath Haven get on the scoreboard in the third quarter. They need to score early in the third quarter to build their confidence and get them back in this football game.
I think if I'm George Curry, I think the one thing that I'd like to see is a long-mounted drive from an offensive standpoint. Remember, as we spoke of earlier, they've had great field position all game long. The only time that they had poor field position, they started to drive on their own 18 and went all the way for the touchdown. The other drives, they had great field position, no points.
Well, they had 6 possessions in the first half, Conio. The first 4 started at midfield or better for Berwick, no points. They start on their own 18. They put on an 82-yard drive, tremendous drive, and they did it with the physical football, running the football and mixing up the short passing game. So you're right. Berwick will come out in the third quarter and reestablish the run and stick to the short passing game, because I really feel George inside knows they can control the line of scrimmage.
The winner of this one gets Allentown Central Catholic. You saw that game last night. They took on a very good Mannheim Central team and won.
Well, let me tell you something. The winner of this game will have their hands full next week. Allentown Central Catholic is a dynamite football team. Can run, pass, and do it with the best. Wherever that game is going to be played, it will definitely be worth the price of admission.
Well, we still have a half here, Berwick and Strath Haven, and right now the District 2 champs have a 14-0 lead. We'll be back with more after this.
For many people, a fear of falling can limit their ability to care for themselves, affecting their quality of life and causing concern and worry to those who love them. At the Balance Center at Berwick Hospital, our therapists evaluate your balance problems using the Balance Master, an advanced computerized testing system. They then work with your doctor to develop an individualized balance rehabilitation and exercise program for you. The Balance Center at Berwick Hospital, another service from your hometown rehab team.
Ricky's Pizza and Deli at 545 West Front Street in Berwick features all of your favorite Italian foods, including pizza, lasagna, stromboli, calzones, and much more. They have a deli to serve hot and cold hoagies, as well as delicious specialties, such as salupki and bonnet, along with an assortment of deli salads. Take advantage of Ricky's free delivery. Every hour they're open, which is an amazing 10:30 a.m. until 4:30 a.m. every day. So anytime you're hungry, stop by or call Ricky's Pizza and Deli at 545 West Front Street in Berwick.
Our life is hectic enough without claim forms and deductibles. We needed affordable health care that we could count on. We chose Keystone, the HMO from the Blues. With doctors we love and low-cost visits, we're covered in sickness and in health. Boo-boos, too. Keystone even has nurse links. I can call and speak with a registered nurse anytime for free. We came for the Blues. We stayed for the benefits. Get the picture?
Ask your employer about joining Keystone Health Plan Central.
May's Drive-In is a great place for the whole family to eat.
Step up to our outside serving area and have some ice cream.
Come on in and sit down for lunch or dinner. Whether it's ice cream, pizza, sandwiches, or a platter,
You'll get all the fixings to top off your favorite dish at May's, and kids get a free ice cream treat with their meal.
May's Drive-In in Berwick, Bloomsburg, Ashland, and Hughesville.
Here it is, Panorama Schuylkill, that familiar local magazine for all of Schuylkill County. From Ringtown to Shenandoah, from Ashland to Tamaqua, inside its pages are the finest local authors, writing about their hometowns, their people, events, and history. Delivered door to door to thousands, or get your free copy at local stores, supermarkets, restaurants, any high-traffic area. Panorama Schuylkill, wishing you the happiest holidays.
Today's game on WILN is being brought to you by the Mayo Funeral Home Incorporated, offering your pre-need and at-need funeral services for over 30 years. By G&L Petorama, a full-line pet shop. We feed and recommend Nutro brand pet food. and by the Crossroads Hotel and Lounge. The staff at Crossroads wish all the luck to the Dogs. Back at Wilkes-Barre's Memorial Stadium. Coach, let's take a look at some halftime stats, and we remind you that halftime stats brought to you by Cable TV Incorporated.
Well, take a look at them. First downs, we have Strath Haven with only 4 and Berwick with 11. Rushing yards, Strath Haven 44 and Berwick 83. Most of that came there towards the end of the second quarter. Passing yards, Berwick with 119, Strath Haven with 32. And look at the total yards. Strath Haven 76, Berwick 202, almost triple in their total offense production here. Turnovers, we have 2 on both sides, and they all came basically in the first quarter. Penalties, 3 penalties for 15 yards for Strath Haven, 2 for 15 yards for Berwick. Quarterback sacks, each has been sacked once, but look at the time of possession. Strath Haven, 7 minutes and 25 seconds compared to 16 minutes and 35 seconds. When you have the ball that long, you're going to put some points on the board. Obviously, Berwick is dominating statistically.
And those halftime stats brought to you by Cable TV Incorporated. They have been providing a quality service for the entire family for over 40 years with the excellent programming of American movie classics, the Disney Channel, and Lifetime. Cable television will continue to be the most informative and entertaining value around. Good luck, Berwick Bulldogs, from your friends at Cable TV Incorporated. We're proud to be a part of this football game. Still at the break, 14-0. Let's take a look at the last 2 plays of the first half. Here
well,
is the flea flicker
this could be the play that turns the ball game around. A short pass off to the left side, the flea flicker pass, unbelievable, and a perfectly thrown football, and a great catch to give Berwick a 1st and goal on the 1-yard line and give them one more shot before the end of the half to go up 14-0.
Rocker to McCabe for 50 yards, and then with 4 seconds left, remember, Berwick had 1 timeout left, and it was important that they did.
Oh,
otherwise
boy.
They would not have, they may not have been given the opportunity to score this touchdown.
Well, if you'll see here, we didn't see it. It's a toss sweep to the left side. Mason leading out front, and barely does he get in the end zone, but it doesn't make a difference as long as that ball crosses the plane. It's 6 points for Berwick and puts him up by 2 scores, which makes it extremely difficult for Strath Haven in the second half.
Well, we'll see what Kevin Clancy and the Panthers can do. Still in the locker room, the Panthers down 2 scores, 14-0. And Berwick is getting the ball to begin the second half as well. We'll see what happens after this.
Tired of all those commercials with their phony doctors and their talk of quality care? If you're choosing a health care plan, you need more than 30 seconds of empty promises. You need facts. Like the fact that with Geisinger Health Plan, healthcare decisions are made by physicians, not accountants. Call us today and get all the facts. It just might help you make a better choice. Geisinger Health Plan, a choice for the better.
Today's game on WYLN is being brought to you by the Berwick Hospital Center, 701 East 16th Street in Berwick, your hometown rehab team. By Con Supply in Berwick, the one-stop shop for all of your hunting and Christmas shopping needs, featuring Lionel trains and accessories. And by Keystone Health Plan Central, the health plan that works for you. Request it from your employer. Just a gorgeous day in Wilkes-Barre's Memorial Stadium, high school football, the final semifinal ball game in the East to be played today, and this is the game. The rest of the games were, of course, played last night. The game that you saw right here on WYLN, a tremendous ball game between Shenandoah Valley and Riverside, a game that the Blue Devils eventually won 13-6. Still a few moments away from the kickoff here, and I think if you're Kevin Clancy, I think you're going to want to throw the ball a little bit more in the second.
Well, the problem is, as much as they've thrown for 1,700 yards coming in, their offense is geared around the run. We'll see right now, early on, I don't think they're going to go right to the passing game immediately. They're going to come out and try to establish themselves. Remember, last year, Berwick was down 17-0 to Manheim Central. They came out the first series of the second half, had a 7-minute drive, all on the run, and score to make it 17-6. They missed the extra point, but they did not panic and just come out and start throwing all over the place. So look for Strath Haven to basically do the same thing, Conio, to come out. Obviously, people make half-time adjustments when they see certain plays that can work. But look at them run their basic offense and see if they can get back in, because if they close it to 14-7, it's a different ball game.
Yes, it is. And we'll see what happens. As we mentioned, the Bulldogs kicking off to begin the first half, so they will get the ball here in the second. George Curry, his 26th season at Berwick, 273 wins, 51 losses, and 4 ties.
Well,
pretty
he's
impressive.
the all-time winningest coach in Pennsylvania history right now, so, and he's going to be around for a long, long time, and they're very impressive. The needless, I mean, we all know that. I mean, we're competing against them. We know how good they are, and it's amazing, Conio, year in and year out, they just keep coming back with great players that get the job done, and it's a credit to George Curry and his program.
You know, you mentioned the fact that he's the all-time winningest coach, passing Jazz Diminick. You know, funny thing is they thought that he had passed Diminick one time earlier this year. They looked back at some records, found Diminick had a couple more wins. Diminick, by the way, is still a coach with Central Columbia.
Yes.
Carmen DeFrancisco had a great season. Jeff Osborne had a great season at Central, but now officially Curry, the all-time leading winner as far as wins are concerned for football coaches in the state of Pennsylvania.
Here's some individual statistics. Mason for Berwick has 7 carries for 40 yards. Chapin, he's 8 for 14 with 1 interception and 69 yards. Lockhart, obviously, 1 for 1 on the flea flicker for 50 yards, which is a big play. And McCabe has 3 catches for 74 yards, with Ahmed 3 catches for 28 yards. So they're spreading it around. And Berwick is a well-balanced offensive football team. There's no one big star. They all get the job done.
Yes, they do. Second half kickoff is coming up. But first this.
For many people, a fear of falling can limit their ability to care for themselves, affecting their quality of life and causing concern and worry to those who love them. At the Balance Center at Berwick Hospital, our therapists evaluate your balance problems using the Balance Master, an advanced computerized testing system. They then work with your doctor to develop an individualized balance rehabilitation and exercise program for you. The Balance Center at Berwick Hospital, another service from your hometown rehab team.
High insurance risk, DUI offense. The Demsko Insurance Agency is dedicated to the less fortunate driver in need of automotive insurance. The Demsko Insurance Agency offers full coverage insurance for a large variety of vehicles, including motorcycles, RV, and boats, whatever your past driving record may be. Of course, homeowners, life and health insurance are also available. Combine homeowners and automotive insurance and receive a sizable discount. The Demsko Insurance Agency, 465 South Poplar Street, rear of A1 Mail Center, Hazleton, where you receive full coverage insurance instead of rejection.
Welcome back. Still at halftime, but the second half about to begin on the Cable TV Incorporated scoreboard. 14-0. The Berwick Bulldogs with the lead. The captains meeting at midfield, and of course, Berwick kicked off to begin this ball game, wanted to play defense. So the Bulldogs are going to receive. As we mentioned earlier, you know, right here would be a great opportunity. Nice long drive for Berwick, takes 6 or 7 minutes off the clock.
Well, let's put it this way. If Berwick is able to reestablish the run and put another score on the board, it's over. I hate to say that, but in the second half, Berwick dominates people. And this is the second half, and usually that's when their running game really shines. So this will be a key, and I'm sure George told him at halftime, we take this ball down and score, we can put this game away early.
Time for a little trivia question. How many points do you think the Bulldogs have given up in the third period all season long?
Well, I know we didn't score a point against them, and I know Coughlin didn't score a point against them, and I know Williamsport didn't score a point against them.
Okay.
I would venture to say less than 2 scores.
No points given up in the third period by the Berwick Bulldogs.
Well, that proves how they established themselves in the second half and dominate.
And they have only given up 31 total points in the second half.
That's amazing.
Everybody always talks about what Berwick can do offensively, but you know what? You have to look at the other side of the ball. They have been really impressive, especially this season.
Yeah, there's no doubt, because their offense has not produced numbers like they've had in the past, but the defense has been unbelievable.
Andre Spangle. Remember the soccer team? We'll put this one underway. And this is a great kick that will go into the end zone. Yeah, we want to remind you, third period brought to you by Mayor's Bakery, your hometown baker. Congratulations to the Berwick Bulldogs on another successful season, and happy holidays to all. That's right, the holiday season right around the corner. Thanksgiving just this Thursday coming up.
Oh, boy. Everybody's looking. Connie will be an Italian. We're both looking forward. A big dish of raviolis on the table comes.
I can't wait.
There is a slight wind, Connie. If you look at the flag going down towards the left corner, he got it up nice and high. Great kickoff.
So a 1st and 10, as you see the flag there for Berwick, and Mason gets about a yard on the first try.
Again, when they're in a single back, Mason is basically getting the ball straight ahead, and he's so strong. I mean, last year I remember looking at him. Right now he's probably 220 pounds, but he is so tough physically and gets those tough yards for Berwick.
A senior at 6'2", 220, and you're right, he's a big guy. Again, Mason the only back. Again, Mason gets the call, and there's a hole. And Mason cuts back at about the 30 and has enough for a first down. We talked about his physicalness, but you can see there that he can stop on a dime when he needs to.
How about the hole on that play? My goodness, there was a hole you can put a truck through. If you look at the replay here, you'll see the hole that Mason's looking at. Look at it. Look at that. I mean, that offensive line did a tremendous job. And Berwick obviously is coming out, and their goal is to take the ball and run it right at Strath Haven.
So now the ball moved up to the 32-yard line. Mason, again, the only back, and he will get the handoff. And again, a hole for Mason. Across the 40 to about the 43.
What do you think, Connie, when they went into the locker room at halftime, the big word was, I think we can control the line of scrimmage, let's run right at them. And it's exactly what you're seeing here. The same play to the right side. He makes a cut back into the middle. My good, they have opened up 3 humongous holes in these first couple of plays, and they are establishing themselves on the line of scrimmage. Strath Haven better get it together or they're going to be in trouble.
Matt Martell, who we mentioned earlier in this ball game, made the tackle, and now Martell in the defense for the Panthers needs to make a stop here. Once again, kept on the ground. This time, though, it's Smith, and he gets to about midfield.
Yeah, they came back with a counter action, went away from where the quarterback actually opened up. You'll see, he opens to his right, counter action back to his left. Look at the blocking, up inside. They pick up 6-7 yards on first down in that tremendous offensive play.
Or when you can have a second down and 3 or 4 each time.
This is where it becomes difficult for defensive coach.
Again, a shift, and again, Mason the only back, and he'll get the handoff. And Mason knifes through, picks up enough for the first down to keep Staples on the tackle. But it looks like, from the naked eye here, it looks like enough for a first down, and it is.
It is, it is. And there goes Mason off the left side again, picks up 4 tough yards. But the offensive line for Berwick right now, in these first couple of minutes of the third quarter, are they dominating. They are opening up some holes and take control of this ball game.
And as we mentioned, they have outscored their opponents 72-0 in this third period. Bulldogs trying to make that 72 a 79. Chapin again, this time to Smith. This time, not much running room at all.
They came back with a little counteraction on first down. Excellent pursuit on the inside. Milhorn and company shut it down in a hurry.
No gain there. And again, the replay.
You'll be able to see it here right now. Take a look at Milhorn coming in. You can see him the first on the hit. That young man is going to be one heck of a good college football player. He can play.
Now into the gun. Chapin has got his tight end across the 40-yard line. That's going to bring up about a third down and maybe 3.
They love the crossing patterns on the inside. Quarterback stands back in the pocket, no pressure. You'll be able to see it here on the replay. You can see him calm, under control. Nice pass across the middle. You can see the crossing routes, picking out his wide open man and giving him the ball and the money.
So a third down and 3, the 8th play of this drive coming up for the Bulldogs. It began on their own 20. Chapin with no back. Fires incomplete. And that time he was pressured by Sean Maxwell.
Well, right now, George Curry, he had the receiver open. There was a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and it was underthrown. So big play here right now. Will he punt or will he go for it?
Want to apologize for some technical problems that we are having on our end, and we are going to correct those as soon as possible. 4th and 3, and the Bulldogs line up as if they are going for it and shift, and this time Strath Haven does not jump.
Right, first time though they did.
Chapin will punt it away. Oh, good pressure put on there by Russell. It's going to bounce at about the 15, take a good Berwick roll, and this ball is inside the 5, at the 4.
Boy, strategically couldn't have worked out any better for Berwick.
Timeout on the field, 14-0 Berwick.
Tired of all those commercials with their phony doctors and their talk of quality care? If you're choosing a health care plan, you need more than 30 seconds of empty promises. You need facts. Like the fact that with Geisinger Health Plan, healthcare decisions are made by physicians, not accountants. Call us today and get all the facts. It just might help you make a better choice. Geisinger Health Plan, a choice for the better.
Today's game on WYLN is being brought to you by the Berwick Hospital Center, 701 East 16th Street in Berwick, your hometown rehab team. By Con Supply in Berwick, the one-stop shop for all of your hunting and Christmas shopping needs, featuring Lionel trains and accessories. And by Keystone Health Plan Central, the health plan that works for you. Request it from your employer.
Boy, you can see here right now what a big play for Berwick, throwing out of their own end zone. Berwick comes up with a big interception, tremendous interception inside their Strath Haven 20-yard line to give Berwick tremendous field position and opportunity to put some real damage on it.
Looks like Leroy Spencer picked it off. And so, as you mentioned, boy, big break for the Berwick Bulldogs. And now they have great field position inside the 20 at the 17.
And you know what Berwick's going to do here right now. They're going to take the football and just run it right at them. They're in 4-down territory. There's no question. They have 4 downs to pick up 10. They're going to go at it. And don't be surprised they come out and go back to their shift with their power backs, put Manny Henry in the backfield, shift him to one side or another, and run the toss and run right at them.
I want to remind you, basketball right around the corner. And we begin our coverage on December 3rd at 8. Valley View and Wyoming area. Hope you can join us on the 3rd at 8 p.m.
That's exactly what they're doing here right now. Manny Henry was in the backfield. And now they went away from him. Great job.
Smith, 5, touchdown. 17 yards. And with the point after, it'll be 21-0.
Well, what they did that time, Conio, is Manny Henry was in the backfield. He shifted to his left, and then he came back with a counter the opposite way. Great call, great play, touchdown Berwick.
Chapin will try to add the 21st point. Tom Lockard, the holder for the Bulldogs. Kick is down, up, and it is true. 7:36 to go, and the lead now at 21.
Our life is hectic enough without claim forms and deductibles. We needed affordable health care that we could count on. We chose Keystone, the HMO from the Blues. With doctors we love and low-cost visits, we're covered in sickness and in health. Boo-boos, too. Keystone even has Nurse Link. I can call and speak with a registered nurse anytime for free. We came for the Blues. We stayed for the benefits. Get the picture?
Ask your employer about joining Keystone Health Plan Central.
Ricky's Pizza and Deli at 545 West Front Street in Berwick features all of your favorite Italian foods, including pizza, lasagna, stromboli, calzones, and much more. They have a deli to serve hot and cold hoagies, as well as delicious specialties, such as salupki and bonnet, along with an assortment of deli salads. Take advantage of Ricky's free delivery. Every hour they're open, which is an amazing 10:30 a.m. until 4:30 a.m. every day. So anytime you're hungry, stop by or call Ricky's Pizza and Deli at 545 West Front Street in Berwick. Very loud and a big crowd here on the Berwick sideline. The Bulldogs up 21-0. Kickoff taken by Jerry Mason. And boy, does he get buried at the 25. Let's take a look at that 17-yard touchdown run, Coach.
Oh, yes, they were in a power to the left side, counter back to the right. Look at the hole Mason had, or Smith had, and came almost untouched into the end zone to put Berwick up.
Boy, just a gorgeous day for November.
Anytime you can get sunny and in the 40s, this time of the year, you'll take it. Beautiful day.
Mayor's Bakery scoreboard, 21-0 Bulldogs. And now the Panthers will start on their own 25. They have not had good field position all day long. As a matter of fact, this is one of their better starts. Evans, and Jimmy Evans is going to get to about the 27. Tackled that time by Hosler.
Except for a couple of plays offensively, Strath Haven, as we know, has not been able to get much going on the running game. And their success has been with the run and the play action off the run, and they haven't been able to establish it.
Pickup of 3, 2nd and 7 from the 29. Again, it's the fullback here. Well, Milhern only can get a yard and a half.
Yeah, well, what they're trying to do is maintain and stay within their normal offensive scheme and not get caught up in a blowout here right now, because they don't need another quick turnover. But they're not going to be able to run the ball on Berwick, and they're not going to be able to consistently move the chains. So they're going to have to do something if they have it in their offensive scheme.
Well, this could be a passing situation here on 3rd and 5. Russell under pressure, pass incomplete, intended for Jimmy Evans. Funny situation for Strath Haven.
Yeah, what's happening now is they're in a predictable down situation, as I mentioned earlier, and you'll see on the replay here, they went out, they rolled left, tried to hit the quick out for the first down, had very good coverage, ball was overthrown, incompletion, now they're punting deep again, 4th down.
With Helder to punt. It's going to take a good bounce. It is picked up by Smith. And he'll get across the 35 to the 37 with
6 minutes and 10 seconds to go.
The goalpost.
Yeah, it's very difficult to see depending on what angle you're at up here. But Berwick County starts out with very good field position. And let's see if they don't go to try to put the nail in the coffin here.
Cable TV Incorporated, proud to be a part of this sports broadcast with the unstoppable Berwick Bulldogs, and we're delighted to support local high school football. We have been an important part of this community for over 40 years and will continue to be for years to come. You can count on Cable TV Incorporated to bring you the best in movies, news, and sports 24 hours a day with quality programming. We are just a phone call away, 800-633-8577. 7-8. Chapin in trouble. Chapin's going to get across the 40 to about the 41-yard line.
Well, what we had here right now is a toss sweep, reverse back. Excellent defensive coverage. It looked like a big play from the beginning, only turns out to be about a 4-yard gain. You can see the replay. Here comes the reverse back to the left side. Brian Almond, he picks up only about 3 long yards here. 2nd down and 3 for Berwick.
Officials timeout.
I think we have an equipment problem with Milhern, who is now on the sideline.
Yeah, you don't want him out of the game too long because he's been all over the field, both offensively and defensively for Strath Haven.
So Strath Haven's going to have to do without him on this 2nd down and 7. We're approaching the 5-minute mark, and there is a huge hole for Mason. He crosses the 50 and gets to the 45, tackled by Akeem Staples for the 1st down for Berwick.
Well, I tell you, Manny Henry, number 75 for Berwick, does one heck of a job on the track. You can't see it there, but then Mason picks up some valuable yardage. They are really dominating on the line of scrimmage right now and not making much of a ball game out of it.
Mason picked up 12. And they are the Bulldogs once again in Strath Haven territory. Up 21-0, and a possible reverse. It's kept by Smith, and Smith still on his feet. He could go 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, stumbling into the end zone for a touchdown. A 46-yard touchdown run on the fake reverse.
Well, they came back with the previous play where they ran the reverse to Almond, faked the reverse to Almond this time, and Smith makes an excellent run down the sideline, beats the last defender, and dives into the end zone.
That is his 4th touchdown of the day. Flags fly on the extra point attempt.
Which was once a close ball game, is ending up to be in a blowout here right now. It's amazing how quickly the things can change in high school football.
Strath Haven in that proverbial neutral zone.
And now Berwick will go for 2.
Penalty is encroachment on the defense.
Yep, the ball now resting basically on the 2-yard line now.
You know, before when they had this, they shifted and went to the sweep. Trying to guess a little bit here right now. They're going to shift and probably come back with the counter. Sometimes they do that down here. Now they're in a strong set to the right side.
Option. Smith in the other corner.
Excellent play by Berwick. That's something that they hardly ever run. I haven't seen that all year long. And they came out, ran a little option play to the other side. I'm sure Strath Haven wasn't prepared for it.
29-0 Berwick.
For many people, a fear of falling can limit their ability to care for themselves, affecting their quality of life and causing concern and worry to those who love them. At the Balance Center at Berwick Hospital, our therapists evaluate your balance problems using the Balance Master, an advanced computerized testing system. They then work with your doctor to develop an individualized balance rehabilitation and exercise program for you. The Balance Center at Berwick Hospital, another service from your hometown rehab team.
High insurance risk, DUI offense. The Demsko Insurance Agency is dedicated to the less fortunate driver in need of automotive insurance. The Demsko Insurance Agency offers full coverage insurance for a large variety of vehicles, including motorcycles, RV, and boats, whatever your past driving record may be. Of course, homeowners, life and health insurance are also available. Combine homeowners and automotive insurance and receive a sizable discount. The Demsko Insurance Agency, 465 South Poplar Street, rear of A1 Mail Center, Hazleton, where you receive full coverage insurance instead of rejection.
Welcome back. Jeremy Chapin Puts another kick into the air. Jerry Mason tackled at the 30-yard line. The Bulldogs up 29-0, and here's the end of that long touchdown run.
Just a tremendous effort by Smith coming down the sideline. You can see the defender closing in on him, but nothing stopping. Puts an arm out there, gets tripped up, but still manages to keep his balance and get into the end zone. Great run.
The Panthers have a lot of work to do here now. Down 29-0. Passing play for Russell. Russell is down.
Brian Mason. Oh, my goodness. He came through there like nobody even attempted to block. Now Berwick is taking control on the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. But Brian Mason came through there. You'll be able to see it here on the replay. Quarterback's on the bootleg to his left side. Number 40, Mason, right there in his back pocket.
Mason has just picked up his 15th sack of the season.
I can see why. He's a very tough football player and tough to block.
And again, an equipment problem, it looks like. And guess who has to come out? Mason. Now we're ready for play. Under 4 minutes to go. Things are looking up for the Bulldogs. That's Milburn.
Number 34, Mulhern.
Nice gain off tackle there for the junior. As we take another look at the run.
Yeah, you can see fullback off the left side. Nice hole on the inside. Takes a hit, keeps going, good forward body lean, and picks up some valuable yardage. But still, they're in a 3rd down and 9 situation from their own 32-yard line.
Russell. Gonna go for it all. He's gonna make Jones. Incomplete. Mark Jones was open at about the 25-yard line.
Excellent defensive coverage here. When it looked like the receiver was wide open and was going to make the big play, the Berwick defenders closed in and knocked it down. You'll be able to see it here right now. Great throw. That ball was hummed up there 50 yards, and take a look at it. Awesome defensive play by number 11 from Berwick, who does a great job in the corner there, Tom Lockhart.
You want to shut up?
Lockhart is back deep for this punt along with Smith. Berwick has gotten pressure on these punts all day long. Lockhart from his 35. Lockhart has the sideline. Lockhart is upended at the 45 of Strath Haven. And we will take a timeout. 2:51 to go, 29-0.
Here it is, Panorama Magazine, loaded with local features, timely tips, history, trivia, puzzles, and much more. Published every single month since 1982 and read by thousands of loyal readers. Panorama, the little magazine with the big appeal. Available everywhere, including your neighborhood. And it's free. Happy holidays to all of our readers from the entire staff, your friends at Panorama Magazine.
It's a complex and crazy world out there. People want things, they need things. Other people have things, the things people want and need. And when they get together and make a deal, it's perfect. Penny's Classified Television, bringing people together, making life just a little bit easier.
Here's the end of that punt return.
Watch Lockhart here. That's a quarterback, Andy Russell, on a great hit on the sideline.
The first down play was an incomplete shovel pass. The second down, under pressure, and Chapin is going to go down. Boy, he did not have time. Maxwell coming in from his defensive tackle spot with the sack. Dan Kearns was there as well.
Well, Berwick went to their crossing patterns in the middle of the field, and Strath Haven had excellent defensive coverage, so Chapin had to pull the ball down and look for something else, and the rush was in his face. And you'll be able to see it here right now. Excellent defensive rush.
Maxwell, 70, got there first. So it brings up a 3rd down, and let's call it 19 at the 46 of Berwick. Chapin with flags down, fires, man is open at the 30, a move, and McCabe still on his feet to the 11.
Coming back, though.
But there's a flag down on the play all the way back to the original line of scrimmage.
Flag on the play. Illegal procedure on the offense. It will be brought back.
Big play for Strath Haven, Conio.
Good job, Kip.
Berwick had the corner. Excellent pass delivered by Chapin to McCabe. Great run. Would have given him 1st down and 10, close to the 10-yard line. Now we're going to bring it back, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 25 now.
5-yard penalty. Illegal procedure.
Yep, that's a break that Strath Haven needs.
Oh, yes.
If they are going to get back into this ball game, they need to get a play here defensively.
Right now, Strath Haven's looking at it, you know, when you're down 29-0, you say, hey, let's keep it respectable. Let's not get embarrassed. And that could easily happen against a team like Berwick.
Berwick is that good. And we have a timeout called by the Bulldogs.
Timeout, Berwick.
1:37 to go. Still 29-0. Going to keep things here at Memorial Stadium. Really a picture-perfect day for November and for PIAA playoffs. As we mentioned, the winner of this one, as we are indeed at Wilkes-Barre's Memorial Stadium, the Eastern semifinal in the AAA classification, takes on a very good Allentown Central.
Do we have
Catholic.
any idea where that game is going to be played?
No, the PIAA will make that announcement sometime on Monday morning.
Is it going to be up here in District 2 this year, I think?
I believe it was going to be in Manheim Central's district, but now with Manheim Central losing, right now we do not know where that game is going to be played. But we do know this, that Manheim Central will not be the opponent of the winner of this game.
Well, you know, probably then if the winner of that game, if the winner of that game was going to host it, it's probably going to be somewhere in the Allentown area, most likely Lehigh University.
Well, we've just been told either Lehigh or possibly Hershey, but that's not official. 3rd down and 24. Chapin directing, man open, caught at about the 46-yard line, and that ball was caught there by Strath.
Yeah, it'll be short of a 1st down, and it looks like Berwick. Here's the replay. Another well-delivered ball by Chapin. Look at the spin on that football. Excellent catch. Pick up some valuable yardage, but still in a 4th down and 9 situation here for Berwick, and they're going to elect the punt.
Punting time for the Bulldogs as we approach the 1-minute mark here in the 3rd. Berwick with a comfortable 29-0 lead, and this is a good kick. Fielded at the 15-yard line. Benson down about the 17-yard line. Want to remind you that today's game here on WYON brought to you by Cable TV Incorporated. They have been providing a quality service for the entire family for over 40 years with excellent programming of American movie classics. The Disney Channel and Lifetime cable television will continue to be the most informative and entertaining value around. Good luck, Berwick Bulldogs, from your friends at Cable TV Incorporated. 1st and 10. And this is Jimmy Evans.
Ball carried by Evans.
And Evans. Both to a 1st down.
Well, it looks like we're going to get into the 4th quarter here with Berwick with a big lead of 29-0 and an official's timeout.
I think they're going to bring these sticks out to measure this.
Measurement.
haven't seen much of the chain gang so far today. This is their first TV op. That's a first down.
First down, Panthers.
Strath Haven really hasn't changed their offense, but except for one big play, that interception their first series, has stuck with the running game.
Milhern, nope. Just nothing there at all. Again, Mason.
Number 40 on the tackle again. Mighty difficult to handle on the inside. Milhorn tried to come off tackle to the right side. He was shut down by the Berwick defense.
Milhern lost a yard, and that's going to be the last play of the third quarter. With the score, the District 2 champs, Berwick Bulldogs, they look like they will be playing Allentown Central Catholic next week. They have a 29-0 lead.
Action! Tired of all those commercials with their phony doctors and their talk of quality care? If you're choosing a health care plan, you need more than 30 seconds of empty promises. You need facts. Like the fact that with Geisinger Health Plan, healthcare decisions are made by physicians, not accountants. Call us today and get all the facts. It just might help you make a better choice. Geisinger Health Plan, a choice for the better.
Today's game on WYLN is being brought to you by Ski Valley Ski Shops in Beach Haven and in Clark Summit. Ski Valley is a full-service ski and snowboard shop. By Dr. William R. Fook, Berwick Chiropractor, services in preventive health care, individual and family health care, neck, head, and spine-related disorders. And by Tom Crawford Motors in Bloomsburg. When you're looking for complete satisfaction, see Tom Crawford Motors and get the complete package. And welcome back. The fourth quarter to begin, the third quarter dominated by Berwick offensively.
Wow, look at these statistics. Berwick, 104 yards rushing, 22 passing for a total of 126. Strath Haven, 16 rushing, 0 passing for a total of 16. Total domination by Berwick.
Pass attempt to Jones, incomplete. But a flag is down.
Yeah, it looks like we got a little pass interference. It'll be a break for Strath Haven.
That was a second down and about 11 call, and now a first down and a replay.
Here's the replay. Very difficult to tell by the replay. Very close football play, but that gives Strath Haven one of their biggest gains of the day, a 15-yard penalty. Puts them in pretty good field position at the 42-yard line. Right now, Connie, if you're Strath Haven, you want to get the ball into the end zone. Nobody likes to go home being shut out.
It gives Strath Haven a little bit of momentum as well to begin their first drive of the fourth period. And that is Benson in motion, and this is Mason getting the handoff, and he will get to the 45-yard line.
Jeremy Chapin on the sideline after another excellent football day for Berwick football.
He's coming back next year, too.
Yeah, that's not good news for opposing coaches, that's for sure.
Like yourself.
Like myself, right.
Pickup of about 3 there, and a reverse snuffed out well. Mason, the second ball handler, and a good defensive play that time by J.D. Stanley.
Yeah, J.D. Stanley was Johnny on the spot. They went with a counter reverse. He was right there to knock it back for a big loss and force Strath Haven in a 3rd and 12 situation. You'll be able to see the replay here right now. You can see the reverse coming back inside, and you can see what great position he was in to make the big stop.
So a 3rd down and 11 coming up. Ball on the 40. Russell to put it up. And he's going to go deep. Jones, the intended receiver, incomplete. Lockard was defending there along with Tim Mason, and a 4th down for the Panthers.
Yes, excellent defensive coverage in the secondary by Berwick. They were all over Jones. There was no way that ball could have gotten in there. Now again, Strath Haven was able to pick up a 1st down by penalty, but not be able to move the ball. And you can see it here on the replay. Look at the coverage. There's no way you're going to get the ball in there to your receivers. Tremendous job.
Punt taken by Smith. Smith fumbled the football. Who's got it? Ball at about the 38 of Berwick.
And
the Bulldogs
recovers.
hang on to it. Yes.
Berwick retains possession.
I want to remind you that today's game brought to you by Cable TV Incorporated. They are proud to be a part of the sports broadcast with the unstoppable Berwick Bulldogs, and we're delighted to support local high school football. We have been an important part of this community for over 40 years and will continue to be for years to come. You can count on Cable TV Incorporated to bring you the best in movies, news, and sports 24 hours a day on Cable TV. We're only a phone call away, 800-633-8578. Running play for Berwick, this is Roy James. And the junior fullback gets to about the 45.
I don't think we're going to see anything real fancy from Berwick here unless they get in longed out. As you can see the off tackle, look at the hole. Trap blocking on the inside. Beautiful job. Big hole, nice gain. Anytime you can pick up 8 yards on first down, you're doing a good job.
Second and 3. Now James, the only back, and he does get the football and a first down as he knifes inside of the Panthers secondary.
What they're doing now is they're in two tight end formation, big splits up inside, opening up some gaping holes for their running backs. And they're going to take time off the clock. We're now under 10 minutes left in the ball game. Up 29-0. No need to get fancy, but take the running game and throw when we have to throw.
So the clock continuing to tick away here. Berwick will be happy to keep it on the ground from here on in. They are going to do exactly that. Oh, looked like an option play that time. It snuffed out very well. Chapin not able to get much off there. Maxwell.
Yeah, Maxwell had tremendous penetration on that play. They were coming back with a little dive option to the right side, the same play that they went on the two-point conversion earlier, but they had tremendous penetration by the defensive tackle.
Loss of about 3 that time.
Now we'll probably see Berwick throw the ball a little bit here on this series because of the long down situations.
They fake the reverse, still with the football. Smith.
Smith on a fake reverse, tackle made by
Brian
Stable.
Smith to the 45 of Strath Haven.
That's the same play that they scored the touchdown earlier in the third quarter with the toss sweep to the left side, fake the reverse and keep by Smith.
Smith now out of the ball game on this 3rd and 8 for the Bulldogs, up 29-0 here in the 4th. Chapin passing, man open, overthrown. McCabe was the intended receiver.
Yeah, that was a sprint out by Chapin to the right side. They had pretty good coverage in the secondary, and it forced Chapin to put the ball up and try to drop it in over, but a little bit overthrown on his part. But good secondary coverage by Strath Haven.
Nice day for the cheerleaders to be making some noise. You got a glimpse of the Berwick cheerleaders.
If you can remember last year at this time, there was snow all around this field because of the heavy snowstorm from the week earlier.
Day today, meant to put it into the air. Jones will field it at the 10, 15, and to the 19-yard line, and that is where Strath Haven will have the football.
You'll get out your tickets.
Well, we have 7 minutes and 54 seconds to go in this ball game with Berwick up 29-0. You would think that Strath Haven, Connie, would try to come out now and go do whatever they can. If they have anything in their bag of tricks, why not bring it out? You don't have anything to lose. This is it. The season's over after today. So spread them out and throw the football.
Well, the guy that they need to get the ball to, Jones, split to the bottom. But this is a running play. Across to about the 30-yard line, Drew Scott. Only a sophomore at 5'11", 145.
I mean, Berwick is content. Strathaven comes out in their wing T running set. Why not? Let them run the football, run the clock out. You can see on the replay here, they went with a sweep to the right side. They had some nice blocking. They picked up 9 yards with it. As far as Berwick is concerned, let them do that as much as they want.
With Helder now as the receiver splits to the near sideline. And again, Dan Milhern will pick up the first down.
Yeah, Dan Milhern on the fullback trap up inside, picks up the first down for Strathaven, gives them the ball on the 30 with a 1st and 10. You got to give Strathaven a lot of credit. They could have folded here, down 29-0, but they're not. They're coming back, plugging, and giving it to the right end here to make it respectable. But I know they want to get on the scoreboard here and go home without a shutout.
Well, we'll see if the Panthers can do so, as we are now under the 7-minute mark. And this is Mason.
Mason on the catch.
Yeah, the rushing average for Strathaven is not going to be very good.
You're not going to run the ball on Berwick, and you're not going to beat Berwick running the football. That's why next week's ball game is going to be a great ball game, because Allentown Central can throw it and run it and do it equally well. Next week, we're going to have an excellent matchup. You can't throw the ball or you can't run it, you're in trouble when you come up against Berwick.
Loss of 1, 2nd down and 11. And this is Drew Scott, who will get across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 9.
Problem is sometimes, Connie, when you get football teams that are just basic run-oriented football teams, when you fall behind by this many points, there's no coming back. And against the Berwick football team, it is extremely difficult.
Offenses that are mainly wishbone offenses are these. When you get behind, you're right. Very difficult to mount something. Pass attempt incomplete. Kevin Windsor was the receiver that pass was intended to.
Now we have 5 minutes and 42 seconds. Berwick will get the ball back in good field position. But look for George to stick with his running game and take off 3, 4, 5 minutes, or possibly run the clock out here and end the game. The one thing you have to worry about now is injuries. You sure as heck don't want to get anybody hurt in this late in the situation.
With Helder. Oh, this is a nice kick. Lockard at the 27. Lockard with a flag on the play, still on his feet to the 50, and he's gone.
It's coming back, though. That's a shame.
Lockard is going to go into the end zone for an apparent touchdown, but we do have a flag on the play.
Boy, there were some beautiful blocks thrown on that play.
Apparently one was not so beautiful, though.
I know.
It is coming back. So the Bulldogs will have the football. Up 29-0.
Personal foul, flipping on the run back.
George Curry.
Well, I'm sure he's very relaxed right now. I don't think he's going to sweat any pounds off at this point in time. They're relaxed. They have the game well in hand.
Guys are persistent.
Well, they're no match for the world's first sport utility wagon.
Oh, really?
All-wheel drive Subaru Outback's got the ground clearance of an Explorer.
Uh-huh.
More headroom than a Cherokee. And rides smooth as any car.
Got any more of those tidbits?
What, like more stability in a turn than a Chevy Blazer?
Sure, that'll do.
That's why Subaru Outback.
Test drive the Outback at W&L Subaru, Route 11, Northumberland.
Basketball is back on WYLN. Join the award-winning WYLN crew for extensive coverage of local basketball action. Over 30 regular season games live and exclusively on WYLN. Local round ball action all winter long, only on WYLN. Welcome back to Wilkes-Barre's Memorial Stadium. It was a close game at the break. But right now, the Berwick Bulldogs have pulled away and lead this one 29-0.
Well, the funny thing about it is you never know when Berwick's satisfied. Well, it's obvious.
What did they say when you were
They're going to come out and throw the football.
Pass completed to Ament, who's out of bounds near midfield.
Ament on a short hitch pattern off to the right side. Picks up some valuable yardage after the reception.
And we have a player shaken up for Strath Haven. That's Doug LeBury. Here's the play
Well-thrown football. Good move to the outside. Manages to stay inbounds. And remember, he's 6'5", 200 pounds plus, and he can put some damage on. Great play by Ament.
Want to remind you that today's football game right here on WILN brought to you by Cable TV Incorporated. They are proud to be part of this sports broadcast with the Berwick Bulldogs and delighted to support local high school football. We've been an important part of this community for over 40 years and will continue to be for years to come. You can count on Cable TV Incorporated to bring you the best in movies, news, and sports 24 hours a day with quality programming like ESPN, the Discovery Channel, CNN, and A&E. You're just a phone call away at 800-633-8578. Those cheerleaders have a lot to cheer about tonight.
For many people, a fear of falling can limit their ability to care for themselves, affecting their quality of life and causing concern and worry to those who love them. At the Balance Center at Berwick Hospital, our therapists evaluate your balance problems using the Balance Master, an advanced computerized testing system. They then work with your doctor to develop an individualized balance rehabilitation and exercise program for you. The Balance Center at Berwick Hospital, another service from your hometown rehab team.
Today's game on WILN is being brought to you by the Mayo Funeral Home Incorporated, offering your pre-need and at-need funeral services for over 30 years. By G&L Petorama, a full-line pet shop. We feed and recommend Nutro brand pet food. And by the Crossroads Hotel and Lounge. The staff at Crossroads wish all the luck to the dogs. Doug LeBury, the player injured for Strath Haven, he carried off the field and a first down for the Bulldogs.
Okay, my Smith.
And this is Brian Smith, who will get inside of the Panther territory across the 50 at the 49 of Strath Haven. There you see on the sideline LeBury. And here's the injury.
You can see here right now he's coming in. He's down low, and you can see his left ankle there twist under. Hopefully it's just a little sprain or something. He's got a long time here to recover, and hopefully it's nothing serious.
Gain of about 2 there, so a second down coming up for the Bulldogs. Chapin still in there at quarterback. Pass play, this one complete to McCabe, but the umpire comes in and says no, it was trapped, so it's an incomplete pass.
Very difficult to tell from up here, but Berwick again was in a no-back set, working the short passing game, trying to get down the field. The short passing game to a lot of coaches is a very safe play. It's almost like a run-up on the inside.
Well, the Bulldogs' offense and defense has certainly done the job the past few weeks. They've only given up their last 6 games coming into this game, 13 total points.
Well, you know,
Wyoming area scored 7 against them last week in a 25-7 loss.
But that was after a turnover, too.
Yep. Chapin with time. Pass completed to Seth Strath.
Excellent concentration coming across the middle. Jones made an excellent play, almost had it picked off. You'll see Chapin here right now. He's zeroed in. You can see him coming across. Watch the concentration. Hangs on to the ball. First down and 10 for Berwick on Strath Haven's 40-yard line. We just have a little over 4 minutes remaining in the ball game.
Jones made the tackle. Actually, if that ball is thrown a little bit far ahead, Jones might be able to get the interception. Roy James, the only back. And he indeed gets the handoff. But Roy James is going down very quickly. As a matter of fact, he is going to lose a yard. Andy Russell, the starting quarterback, made the hit.
All that does is force Curry and company to put the ball up into the air.
Big crowd as always.
Oh, the Berwick fans follow the Berwick Bulldogs in large numbers, as we know. You know, one of the neat things about playing the games on AstroTurf here is you get to see a great football game. It's a shame that we didn't have a few more around the state, so every playoff game could be playing on ideal weather field conditions.
We want to thank the gentleman that you just saw in that picture. His name is A.J. Pappas, and he allows us, there's A.J., along with Donna Bogoski, the lovely young lady on the left. A.J.'s got a great view for whatever game is played here at Wilkes-Barre's Memorial Stadium. And you folks, of course, also have a great view watching this one on WYLN. We also want to thank the folks at a few cable companies for putting us on for this broadcast, and also yesterday's Shenandoah Riverside ball game, Adelphia Cable, Service Electric of Wilkes-Barre, and also Bertle Cable as well. 29-0, the District 2 champs, those Berwick Bulldogs, rolling along today.
Well, it's apparent next week for the Eastern Championship in AAA football, we got a great one coming up. Allentown Central Catholic versus the Bulldogs. They played a few years back, and Allentown beat Berwick 13-8 on the way to their state championship.
The fact remains, in this classification, the team coming out of the East has always
won it.
Has always basically won that championship. Second down play and a draw play for Smith.
Smith on the carry.
He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
There was a big hole early, but it was closed down by number 70 from Strath Haven, Sean Maxwell, who did a nice job earlier in the game on the same play. He did the same kind of deal. Right now we have a 3rd down and 11. Berwick was not going to punt the football here this late in the ball game, so they got 2 downs to try to pick up the 11, and I'm sure we're going to see them throwing the ball.
Well, we're talking about those state championships. Perry knocked off Berwick in 1989. That was a West win. And Strong Vincent, I also believe, was out of the Western area.
That's when I was at Conestoga Valley, and they beat us for the state championship in 91.
Other than that, it's been a team from the East. Loose football.
Oh, he's going the wrong way.
Oh, my goodness.
He's going the wrong way. I don't believe it.
Felder.
Chris Felder.
Felder has scored. It has to be a safety.
Yes.
And it is a safety.
Safety, ran the wrong way. Safety.
When you get turned around like that, sometimes
it happened in the pros.
It did happen with the pros. Jim Marshall, one of the greatest defensive linemen.
Right. That's what I remember.
Ever to play football, made that same error.
48-yard line.
And they'll be able to laugh this off because this play is basically
But there's
meaningless.
a penalty flag down, so we'll see what the penalty flag is. It may negate it all.
It's clipping. That penalty is going to be declined, and it is going to be a safety. The penalty is against Berwick.
Penalty declined, safety.
And so you can put 2 points up on the board.
Well, that's history because you can probably cover 100,000 football games from now on. You may not see that happen.
I don't think we will see that happen too often. No, you are correct.
But fortunately, like you said, they can laugh it off. It had no bearing on the football game, so it'll be a trivia question 20 years down the road.
It could be. So 29-2, Berwick. Still with a very comfortable 27-point lead. And, of course, the
Kicking off from the 20-yard line.
Bulldogs will be kicking off from the 20. The penalty will be assessed here, apparently. And Ament is going to put this ball into play.
Number 8, Ament.
Yeah, you have your choice either to kick it off or punt it on a safety, which Ament will put it in play.
Awaits the punt.
This is a good punt that's going to be fielded by Jimmy Evans. Evans breaks across the 45 to about the 46-yard line. Check that, about the 47 or 48. We want to remind you, today's game brought to you by Cable TV Incorporated. It's been providing a quality service for the entire family for over 40 years. With excellent programming of American movie classics to Disney Channel and Lifetime, cable television will continue to be the most informative and entertaining value around. Good luck, Bulldogs, from your friends at Cable TV Incorporated. Andy Russell still in at quarterback, and Andy Russell still on his feet. He's going to go down. Sacked by Manny Henry.
That was a heck of a rush by the Berwick front five. Well, now when everybody in the stands knows you have to throw the football, those defensive players can really bear down and put the pressure on. And Manny Henry is a young man that's done a great deal for Berwick football over the years. He's an excellent blocker offensively and a very aggressive player defensively.
You've got to think that Manny Henry has got a shot at Division I somewhere.
Well, the problem is when you're not 6'3", 6'4". Oh, what a great
Intercepted by Tim Mason. And Mason down at the 40 of Strath Haven. And that basically should wrap things up.
Well, what a great play by Mason. He played center field like it's supposed to be played. You'll see the replay here right now. You can't see Mason yet, but he is sitting back in center field, reading the quarterback's eyes, makes a move on the ball. Excellent interception.
29-2. Let's keep this ball on the ground. Roy James, the ball carrier.
Yeah, we're going to run the clock down here. We got 1:16 to go. A couple more snaps and this ball game is history.
So the Berwick Bulldogs, very impressive today.
No question about it. Total domination on both sides of the ball.
They did it offensively, and they certainly did it defensively. Against a Strath Haven team that put some pretty good numbers on the board. Again, keeping it on the ground. Corey Getz, sophomore, under a minute to go now. And that could be the final play of this ball game.
You know, one thing good about it, next week, the two best AAA teams in the state of Pennsylvania on the eastern side will definitely be going at it.
Well, for one full half, Strath Haven played even football with the Berwick Bulldogs. But in the second half, just too much forward.
By 26, no scoring.
And your final score in this afternoon's game, 29-2. The Berwick Bulldogs will move on to play Allentown Central Catholic.
Drive safely.
Kevin Clancy has nothing to be ashamed of here today. Their kids really played an inspired football game, but Berwick has too many guns offensively and defensively. And when you're the defending champ and you're as confident as Berwick is, you really got to come up and play the game of your life to even have a shot to beat them.
Next week, your thoughts on that Berwick?
I really mean this. You're going to see a great... I obviously think the state champion is next week's ball game. But that ball game will be an exceptional high school football game.
Jim Contafio from Wyoming Valley West. Hey, thanks for joining us in the booth.
Thank you, Connie. It was a pleasure. I enjoyed it.
All righty. For the entire WOY Island crew, Jim Contafio, Jim Shepard, our expert statistician, and the entire award-winning WOY Island crew, headed by Mr. Drexel Wright. I'm Connie Costanzo. So long from Myers Stadium.